Consciousness had been trapped by the doctor, but we followed the clues she left behind to help her. So much time has already passed since then, and it seems Sumeru's changing for the better now that Nahita's in charge. Paimon just hopes this peace will last a long time, and then Nahita won't have any more new problems to deal with. Yeah, guess you're right. We somehow always find ourselves right in the thick. Come to think of it, maybe it's all because of you. Maybe you're just a magnet for trouble. Huh? Me? Before Paimon ran into you, Paimon never ran into any trouble. At most, when she was super tired, Paimon got caught in some strange whirlpool and sucked out into... Anyway, for Nahita's sake, maybe we should think about heading to our next destination.
Ah, look who it is. Running into you in a place like this? I can see you two still love wandering around.
Oh, it's Dia! Since when are we just wandering around? We're usually taking care of some... But never mind that. What brings you here?
I just finished a commission in the desert for a usual client of mine. Nothing too interesting. Just escorting a shipment of goods. That's when I saw you two all the way over there, chatting away. Huh? You can't say I saw that coming. But you are a traveler. Bumping into you like this will become a rarity. I'm starting to feel sad just thinking about it. Hey, how about I gather a few mercs to escort you two?
Thanks, but no need. Oh, Paimon had no clue you'd...
Sounds good. All you need to do to get to Fontaine is cross this stretch of desert and navigate... So, when are you leaving?
Oh, wait a sec. Paimon just remembered there is still a...
I see. Guess you won't be needing a going-away party or anything. It's sad enough to see you go. Though, now that I think about it, Sumeru wouldn't be what it is today without you.
By the way, should we go say bye to Nahita? Oh, good point.
Then, I guess this is goodbye for now, Traveler and Paimon. Whether as a
Goodbye, Dia. Bye-bye, Sumeru. sand and water, we finally made it! Oh, this must be Fontaine's port. Wow, everything looks so advanced in Fontaine. Paimon's heard that the industry here is extremely developed, and there are all kinds of unusual machines. Just seeing the sights as a tourist is nice, but maybe it would be better if we found something to do. What do you think? Good idea! Nahida gave us loads of useful information. Seeking out the Seven is probably still our best source for information at this point. Yeah, the more we can learn, the better. So, what do you think the Hydro Archon's like? Will we get along? Nahida said that she has a... To learn about a nation's god, start with the nation's people. There seems to be some locals talking over there. Let's go see if we can join the party.
If you ask me, it's a tragedy how things ended for him.
Yeah, I didn't expect that kind of ending for him. I thought he would at least fight on a little longer for his family. I was expecting a sudden plot twist, but it's a pity that it never happened. Still, his...
Excuse me. Can I help you too? I couldn't help but nope.
Hi. We're travelers new to Fontaine, and we had something we wanted to ask, but you seem...
Play? Oh, no. We're talking about something that really happened. In fact...
Really? Like, a real trial?
Well, good tales are often based on true stories, aren't they? And what you see in reality may also be someone deliberately putting on an act while harboring Whether something is true or not simply isn't that important. The main thing is whether the story being acted out... Oh, but it looks like you're not from around here. You probably don't know that the Fontaine Court of Justice is called the Opera Epiclese, or more commonly known as just the Opera House.
But, shouldn't court cases be treated a little more seriously than that? Not to question...
No worries. Other visitors to Fontaine have wondered the same thing. You could say that we just don't want to... And as for your worries about whether the cases are treated with due reverence, we have the absolutely just and honorable Chief, as well as the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, a machine created by the Archon. Between the machine and the Chief Justice, false charges and injustice are a thing of the past now.
Oratrice? Is it some kind of machine, too? Oh, Paimon's... Wait. Paimon almost forgot to ask you our question.
Oh, that's easy. Just go to the Opera House. Lady Farina practically lives there. You could definitely say it's her biggest passion.
Huh. I think what they mean is that they wish to speak with the Archon personally. In that case, I'm afraid it's going to be a tad more difficult. You'll have to make an appointment well in advance.
Huh. Is the Hydro Archon super busy taking care of official stuff? Wait,
No. Lady Farina seldom takes an interest with the nation's affairs. The reason...
That's right. After all, she is the Archon. Though...
huh. First time Paimon's ever heard of an Archon being Wait! Paimon gets now! The Hydro Archon is...
Yeah, I suppose you could say that.
Hang on. This is still Fontaine's
Yes, you're right. I guess I should at least try to be a little more respectful in front of visitors.
Come on. Sure, there's a lot of laws here, but nobody's going to be arrested for saying something disrespectful.
All right! I think we get it. Thank you! At least we now know that we can find the Hydro Archon at... But who knows how long making an appointment will take? Hey! What are you looking over there for? Huh. Maybe something's the matter. She isn't going to jump into the water, is she? Maybe we better go check on her.
I'm fine.
Oh, okay then. We just noticed—
About many things, actually. I was just reminiscing about a place my brother and I would play when we were—
You're pointing at the sea. Wait, are you saying that you and your—
No people call the waters around Fontaine a sea. It's actually just an inland lake that's and no, I can still see that hill clearly in my memories. Now, he would skip and jump, tossing sand in the wind. The sun but now, the water is gradually swallowing. It won't be—
Sir!
Ah, I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Are you Lynette's new friends?
Oh, and—
Thanks for looking after my sister. She often comes here to reminisce about our childhood. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Linny, and this is my sister Lynette. If I had to guess, I'd say you must be travelers.
Nice to meet you! Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We were just talking with your sister.
I see. It's unusual for Lynette to be so willing to talk with it.
Oh, really? Then you two are just like us! Paimon's always the one talking for some reason. So that's how you think it is?
I also think my brother can be too talkative at times.
Seems you were right, Paimon. We are quite similar.
So, what did Lynette mean just now when she said that the water is engulfing—
Oh, that. It's from a prophecy that's— well, I suppose prophecy isn't exactly the right word, because that implies a certain amount of uncertainty. There's no doubt about what's happening in Fontaine. Where to begin? Let's put that question on hold for a moment. We still haven't—
did all the introductions earlier not—
Hello, traveler. And hello, Paimon.
Hey! Why didn't Paimon get a handshake?
Please, don't take offense. Just consider it a sort of etiquette we have here in—
Oh, all right then. Well, Paimon's just happy to have— By the way, we were just getting ready to go to the Opera House to meet the—
So you're going to see Lady Farina? No problem at all. In fact, I was planning to— Please, follow me. You said you were going to see Lady Farina? Well, it seems—
So, she's the Hydro Archon? But how did she know we were looking for her?
My dear people, rich and poor, those with cup in hand and those with nothing at all, raise your glasses in celebration. If you don't have one, but as you can all see, two unfamiliar travelers have arrived in our nation. Come, let us make a toast in honor of this traveler and his companion who have journeyed here from distant lands.
Is she talking about us?
I've long heard of the turmoil and chaos you've left in your wake as you visited other nations. But I welcome you nevertheless. No, I have come to receive you personally. Fear is for insignificant cowards. I am a god, and I will never entertain the notion, of course. Seeking an audience with me is the most sensible thing to do. It will allow you to truly behold my power and witness my authority. I, Focalor, hereby welcome you to the nation of Hydro and acknowledge the value and significance of your trip. Now, you may rejoice in this.
Yeah, Paimon still can't believe it. Feels like the Hydro Archon's entrance was, Miss Hydro Archon? How did you...
I see. As Outlanders, you inevitably lack even some of the most basic understanding. Don't you had best stop and consider. Do you really have the noble qualities and etiquette necessary to communicate with a god? All it takes is a flick of my finger for me to know everything about...
Whoa. Talk about sounding high and mighty.
Oh? What's with these looks? Perhaps the welcoming ceremony still isn't enough? What else should I say then?
Is she waiting for us to start talking?
Wow, I didn't expect to see Lady Farina here. What a surprise! Wait, does this mean they're the legendary blonde traveler?
Hey, what's all the commotion? Oh, is that Lady Farina?
Of course. That's the blonde traveler. The one all the stories are about. Lady Farina came...
Ooh, I've got to see this. I knew Lady...
Yes, but don't get too excited now. My dear believers and spectators alike, you may consider this my reward to all of you. I have determined that there will be an epic duel between myself and this traveler from another land, just as you were hoping to see.
Now she wants to fight? Aren't we getting a little ahead of ourselves?
Are you not afraid? Might I remind you that this is a duel against the divine?
What are you trying to do, traveler? Provoking a god in front of her people?
Stand down, Clorend. I admire his bravery. Few have... Unfortunately, people nowadays only crave to be...
Oh, yeah, she's right. Just a duel.
On Araneus, criminals are always requesting duels to defend their honor. They're getting a bit old.
You see. Then, as the god of justice, I shall face this traveler in another kind of duel. A duel in court!
All right. Now that'll be worth seeing.
Right. This is Fontaine, after all. Such a grand opera house.
Why do you care so much about the crowd's reactions? Seems you've spent a little... Besides, how exactly do you plan to have a duel in court? You mean you're going to put us on trial?
Oh, we have reason to put you on trial. It's obvious, isn't it? According to Fontaine law, no one is permitted to release any flying objects within Fontaine city limits during...
Oh, so that's what they've done wrong.
You call that obvious? What kind of law is that?
Precisely! Now, if you two have no objections, then in the name of the Hydro Archon, I order your arrest.
My apologies, Lady Farina. I don't mean to spoil the fun. I don't think that Paimon here meets the definition of a flying object.
You tell her, Linny! Finally someone who's not crazy.
Great magician Linny, my beloved citizen. I'll permit you to object, but how exactly...
As a magician who just rained on your parade, I naturally should shoulder the responsibility of saving the show. So, with such an audience gathered here, allow me to perform a trick for everyone.
Ta-da!
What's that on Paimon's back? Hey, when did you do that?
There. As you can all clearly see, Paimon should be classified as, well, something like a balloon. This rope has been in the traveler's hand.
Huh? You call that magic? You've got to be joking.
I thought it was pretty good.
Huh? I'm not sure what to think. It seemed...
Amusing. Very amusing, Linny. Just the sort of unexpected twist that I enjoy.
Performance? You see all this as a performance?
In which case, consider the matter of your trial resolved. The god of justice will not bring charges against an innocent but when there are valid grounds, but even the gods of other lands. I look forward to seeing your upcoming performance at the Opera House, Mr. Linny and Miss Lynette. That's enough for now. Toodaloo!
Unpredictable Archon Paimon's ever seen. We never even had a chance to ask her anything. But that's a problem for future Paimon. That whole scene just now was really...
Don't mention it. I just happened to remember that there was such a law, so I did a little preparation. So, now do you see what kind of god Lady Farina is?
She can be a bit confusing at times, but she is still amenable to reason.
Anyway, Paimon had no idea you were a magician, Linny.
I just know a few simple tricks I use to make a living. Lynette is my... It will actually be my first time performing on the most prestigious stage in Fontaine, the Opera House.
But isn't the Opera House where criminal trials are held in Fontaine?
When there are no public trials being held, the Opera House hosts a variety of other performances. And speaking of performances, I would be remiss...
My brother's always excited to make new friends.
Oh, sure. We don't really have anything to do now, and we wanted to go to the Opera House anyway.
Splendid. In that case, why don't we go together? I'll show you the way. I just have something to take care of first. You really mean it? This is a magical item known as a magic pocket. Perhaps...
Huh? What are they going to use it for?
About that... You asked me before about the I'm not sure exactly when it began, but a prophecy has been circulating around... It says that every person in Fontaine is born with sin. No matter how the nation of justice holds, until one day, the water levels in Fontaine will rise. In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain.
That sounds pretty gloomy. Why are people in...
There are lots of guesses. Some say that the ancestors of Fontaine others say that the people of Fontaine never heeded the first Hydro Archon's warnings and offended Celestia. But here in Fontaine, evidence is what matters. There hasn't been concrete evidence for any of the...
If even the people in Fontaine don't know what sin they committed, wouldn't it be better to...
That's exactly what the people did at first. But in the last few years, the water levels in Fontaine have actually started rising.
Many places have already been completely submerged, and now lie beneath the sea.
Many people carry on with their lives as before and shrug it off as a natural phenomenon. But my family and I think that the people of Fontaine shouldn't ignore the possibility, which would end up sentencing them to death. We hope that at least the people who reside near the waterfront can move away before it's too late. So, we've started distributing magic pockets to them. As a magical item, these magic pockets have astonishing capacity. I'm sure they will come in handy when people are moving their belongings.
Oh, Paimon gets it! It's like preparing for a rainy day! But this is more than...
Perhaps only absolute power could ever contend with such a catastrophe. But who knows? We're just tiny specks in the grand scheme of things. Now, if you'd like to help, then please give these magic pockets to anyone nearby. Be sure to convince them to take it, regardless of what they say.
What's this? So you also believe in the prophecy?
What? You mean...
No, I believe in the prophecy. But the story says that people once lived in the ocean. But as time wore on, people desired to live on land and developed blood vessels, encapsulating the sea. So, if you ask me, when the water rises and takes us...
Oh, we hadn't heard that one before. But people can't live underwater. They'll die!
All right, I'll take it. I guess I just feel that
So you're the blonde traveler that Oh, a magic pocket? Thanks. Please, also thank the magician.
Huh? I don't want that thing. Way I see it, if the prophecy's true, life is all about living in the moment. What use is there in worrying about the future all the time?
You should still take it. You never...
Oh, all right, fine. Thanks. It's just that...
Oh? You already handed out all of the magic pockets? That was fast. Yes, but that will change once disaster strikes. I know they'll change their minds, so it's only right to help them
Is there anything else you need to...
Yes, one last thing. I have the magic pockets made by a workshop in the court of Fontaine. Since...
So, you want to collect materials? Just tell...
Oh, that would be much appreciated. We'll need some Romaritime flowers. I remember seeing them near the waterfront.
It seems we have to use Hydro to collect Romaritime flowers.
You made quick work of that. I can tell you're an experienced traveler. Maybe next time you'll feel...
No way. I'm in power-saving mode today. Otherwise,
Fine. Though the performance is still a long way off. Now that we're finished...
So, we're going to the court of Fontaine before we head to the opera house? Good.
Wait, shh. Have you noticed that person over there? The young girl.
Huh? What's wrong?
She's obvious. Magicians and thieves practice similar methods. We divert attention, watch her movements carefully.
Oh, he's right!
Shh, keep your voice down. We need to think of a way to catch her, but it seems she's very alert. You two can ride the lift over there and wait up top. I bet that'll be her escape route if she tries to run. All right, let...
Whirling snow! Huh. Yeah! Ah! This is the spot where Linny wanted us to wait. Oh, look! Isn't that her? Oh no! Did she notice us? What should we do? Should we chase her? You're right. She might also... Nothing's happened for a while now. Paimon wonders if Linny caught the thief. Yeah, let's go. These photos.
Are you sure that's all she took? You should check to make sure you're not missing...
No, that was all. Oh, anyway, I should be...
Oh, were you returning what the thief had stolen?
That's right. Pity I wasn't able to catch her. She distracted me by dropping the thing she stole on the ground.
I saw the general direction she went, but Lenny twisted his ankle, and I needed to make sure he was okay.
Oh,
I'll be all right. It's just a twisted ankle, that's all. In fact, it's feeling better.
If you want to play at being a hero, at least try not to get hurt doing it. Imagine what would happen if you managed to derail.
You're right, you're right. I have to admit that the thief was even more skilled than... But at least we were able to get the stolen items back, so it wasn't a complete...
what a slippery little thief! Guess things
All right, let's put this little detour behind us.
So, we ride this thing to go into the city? What an ingenious way to get around!
This is an aqua bus. It allows people to travel between several key locations. It's pretty convenient, but the ride can become a little dull after a while.
So you mean it's still boring even when I'm riding with you?
No, that's not what I meant. It's just that, well, besides, it doesn't really feel like a real trip when it's just the two of us. It's the same as being at home.
What?
Guess that's what it's like to be an older brother.
It's about time for us to leave.
Oh, excuse me! Aren't you the great magician, Linny?
Hello. I don't believe we've...
I'm Charlotte, a reporter for the Steambird.
Nice to meet you. From the Steambird, huh? We've often relied...
It's an honor to meet you.
Wait, could that be the legendary traveler who's been making headline after headline in their journey across Tibet?
Amazing! You recognize everybody almost...
I wouldn't be much of a reporter if I didn't know who's who, would I? Wow, today must be my day. Who knew I would end up on the same boat as so many VIPs? Could my vision finally be showing?
So, Charlotte, what do you usually report?
Well, when there isn't any breaking news, I mainly cover the trials at the Opera House. You can still manage to keep readers' attention as long as you tell things from a clever enough angle. Even if, for example, reporting on how a scammer once deceived vulnerable girls into relationships, or how a financial criminal was once so poor that they ate a single piece of bread for 5 days. That's fine and all, but what I'm really after is exclusive, sensational news pieces that could shake the country. Oh, I just remembered. I've been following a case lately. Well,
You mean the serial disappearances of
that's right. These stories are the talk of the town right now, and it's probably the most... If I'm the first with a draft ready to publish when the case is finally cracked, and it's the headline story in the Steam... Oh! When that happens, I bet all the other reporters will shed tears of envy. I've already gathered.
So, what is the serial disappearances?
That's right. The first missing girl case happened almost 20 years ago. And ever since, after a period of time, another girl disappears. What the cases have in common, but the scariest part, is that to this day, none of the girls have ever been found. Many suspects have been arrested over the years in connection with this case, but shortly after each arrest, another disappearance would always happen. Yes, it's possible. But either way, I believe that
Yes, I agree. And at the very least, I just imagined for a second what I would do if Lynette were to suddenly disappear. I'd pay any price to get her back, and then find a way to track down the culprit.
Please don't imagine that, Lenny.
Hey, we're almost there! Look!
Well, I really enjoyed chatting with you. Life should be full of pleasant little...
Yeah, us as well. The ride went by too quickly.
Ah, I have an interview to get to. I should get going before...
Okay, Paimon hopes we can chat again soon.
Bye now. Oh, be sure to stop by and see me at the Steambird when you have time.
What a tough job. Always running around and...
If you don't mind, how about we stop by my home first? Besides, I still have all the
Sure, we wouldn't mind at all. This city is so huge.
No time to lose.
This is our current abode. Ah, Fremine, you're home. Where did everyone else go?
Oh, they all just went out a moment ago.
I see. Everyone is getting busier now that Father will be returning soon. Allow me to introduce you to my little brother, Fremine. He is a phenomenal diver.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. Oh, you sound very proud to have...
Linny, could you come here for a moment?
What is it, Fremine? Do you have something to tell me? Okay, I see.
Is everything all right?
Oh, it's nothing. We were just discussing a little house. Oh, before I forget, the Traveler and I collected more materials to make magic pockets.
Yes, I went diving and gathered lots of materials.
That's our Fremine, always quick with the underwater work.
Looks like rain.
Oh, you're right. But wasn't it clear and...
I'm afraid that's just how it is here. It often rains on days where there are trials being held in the Opera House, but don't worry, it'll clear up soon enough.
What's wrong, Fremine?
There's a legend about the rain that I tend to... It's said that a dragon of water once resided in Fontaine. Though we don't know where the dragon went, every time it weeps, the skies will cloud up and pour out rain. When I was a child, my mother told me that if I wanted to go outside and play, Hydro Dragon! Hydro Dragon! Don't cry!
If it's an elemental dragon, then having the power to make it let Paimon try something. Hydro Dragon, don't cry!
Doesn't seem to be of any use. It is just a legend after all.
You know, you might be a more popular magician if you understood the concept of romanticism.
Sorry, it might be because we've never met the Hydro Dragon. Perhaps it can't be comforted by the words of... It rained for longer than I suspected. Oh, it's already getting late.
Was there something you needed to do, Linny?
Yeah, some preparations for the show at the Opera House. I need to find a way to catch the last aqua bus of the day. On the day of the performance, just ride the aqua bus to the island of Araneus. I'll have Lynette meet you at the fountain in front of the Opera House.
Oh, are you leaving now?
What is it, Fremine? I'm in a hurry. Oh, I get it. Perhaps we could trouble the Traveler to help us take these materials to the Beaumont workshop, and I'm afraid that Fremine can be quite introverted. And the boss there tends to be pretty talkative.
No trouble at all! Don't worry, we're on the case!
Sorry for the inconvenience. I'm quite useless when it comes to such tasks. I'll think of a way to...
Oh, no need, no need. This'll be a walk in the park.
Looks like no more free coffee for me.
Hello? Is there anyone here?
Oh, hello there. New customers? Looking to buy, or do you need something made?
Oh no, we're just here to deliver some materials. Here they are. They're for making...
Ah, these must be for Magic Pockets. I could tell right away. I've already made stuff. No need. They've already prepaid several batches worth. When they told me what they'd be using them for, but they insisted on paying the full amount, saying that I had a business to run.
Whoa. So...
I can't say for sure, but who knows? Maybe.
Hey! Is this machine what you use to make stuff here? It looks really advanced.
Why use your hands when a machine can do the work? It would be a waste not to use the latest technology. And wasting is a kind of crime.
But where does a big machine like that...
Ah, well, it's a little complicated. I'm not sure I can... But basically, everything we usually use here in the city is powered by indemnitium. It's a type of energy that's produced...
Huh? How can trials...
Well, I'm not completely sure of all the details myself, but basically, when a trial is in session, the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale harvests people's belief in justice and converts it into energy to be used all around Fontaine.
So that's what its other function is? Paimon heard that the Oratrice was created, but... Paimon still doesn't get it. How could something unreliable like people's beliefs be turned into a stable power source for these Oh, yeah! So that means the Hydro Archon relies on the machine.
Even though I've never heard anyone really put it that way before, besides indemnitium, we have another type of energy called pneumosia. It isn't produced by the power of the Archon, but it is unstable by nature. Even now, it still cannot be widely...
I thought I'd find you hard at work, but here you are chatting the day away. Since you're already talking, I'm sure you wouldn't mind a few...
You again? Didn't I already promise you that I'd have the more I owe to Confrérie of Cabriere by next month?
Yeah, but how do we know that you won't go running off by the end of this month? I want 50% to...
Huh?
Seems business isn't so great for the workshop. We've already finished our job and delivered the materials. Maybe now's a good time...
Hey, hold on! Before you go around trying to collect payments, why don't you settle your own debts first? If Confrérie of Cabriere wants to poach clients from Northland Bank, that's fine. But I'm afraid you still owe the bank a hefty sum of mora. So why don't we work things out between us first, before you get back—
You're from Northland Bank. But we said we'll pay everything we owe.
Traveler, Paimon! I didn't think I'd run into you here in Fontaine. What are the chances?
We're surprised to see you too! What are you doing here in Fontaine? You didn't want to stay Snaya?
Long story short, I've already been in Fontaine for some time now. And honestly, but it seems that fate brought our paths together today. Not only will I have some good friends here now, but ones who, either way you look at it, it seems things are going to get a lot more
Pretty sure we'd want to avoid anything that you'd find interesting. Besides, our trip here has gone pretty well so far. Right, Traveler?
Hey, you, Northland Bank boy. Aren't you?
Don't interrupt. It's not often I run into the Traveler like this. Why don't you wait for me over there for a while?
You kidding? Aren't you the one looking for us? You really expect us to sit and twiddle our Listen to me, boy. If you want your Mora...
Hey, I just said not to interrupt. Oh, by the way, Traveler, the last time I took Tonya and Tusser ice fishing,
Hey! That's way over the line! All right, boys, let's...
Can you at least let me finish one sentence? Fine. Though the bank told me not to get rough with our clients, you're the ones who started it. This is an act of self-defense. You two will have to be my witnesses, okay?
I'm sure this won't take long.
Shouldn't let your guard down.
What's your deal, Brad? How are you so strong if you're just a step?
Oh, now you notice. It's a little late, don't you think? Just make sure... Huh?
Now's my chance!
Huh. That was weird. I'm not sure. It's as if I suddenly lost control of my hydro powers when I needed them.
Strange. How could that happen? First time Paimon's...
Never mind. It doesn't matter. If I want to stay sharp, I shouldn't be relying too much on my vision anyway. Besides, I always have my delusion in case I need it.
So what are you doing in Fontaine, child? And don't say it's work for Northland Bank.
Well, I guess it's because I've been in a bad mood lately.
Huh? What kind of reason is that? Wait, since when?
I don't know. Maybe I still have a lot to learn about myself, but recently, there seems to be some sort of restless power stirring inside of me. And I don't know why, but every now and then I feel...
Maybe you losing control of your vision just now is...
That is a possibility. I can't remember if I ever mentioned it before, but when I was 14, it was during that time I learned nearly all of my abilities. The one who took me under her wing and taught me, she was always quiet and very mysterious. Nobody knew where she came from or what she had been through, and she was one time, I asked her why she was willing to take me on as an apprentice. From what I could make, because I had awakened it, and traces of it...
But what is it?
She never explained that. But my guess is that it's related to a dream I saw. In my dream, I was in the deepest depths of the sea, and the boundless seabed was all around me. But in front of me appeared a whale.
A whale? Oh, that sounds familiar! When we fought against you before...
That's just an abstract form of a whale that I create using my... It takes that shape because the scene I dreamt of the whale has always been stuck in my mind. I'll never...
So you used the whale as inspiration for one of your moves? Huh. Seems a little twisted. So why don't you just go ask your master? Maybe she knows...
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident I experienced there. But it's been years now, and I've still found nothing.
Oh, it sounds like some kind of...
Yeah, I'm out of leads at this point, but there's nothing more I can do. It seems that strange encounters in this world tend... Oh, seems the time really flies when I'm talking with you. I just remembered I have somewhere else I need to be, so I should get going.
What? More work for the Northland Bank?
No, it's more of a personal appointment. Lately, I've been sparring with some of Fontaine's...
Official champion duelists? You mean it's...
Yep. In Fontaine, before a criminal goes to court, They're given one chance to The champion duelists are all-powerful fighters selected from among the nation's best. And so engaging in such a duel is regarded as a symbol of defending your honor. If a criminal manages to win the duel, and the worst-case scenario is that you're simply killed in the duel. Though it's rumored that Fontaine has a death penalty, from what I can tell, no one has ever been. So really, the only people who opt to duel are those who have suffered a grave injustice in being accused, or those who greatly value their honor.
So, do many people actually get out of their
Apparently, it's exceedingly rare for anyone to actually win. Fontaine probably enacted this system as a way to show that the nation respects the honor of its citizens. Besides, none of the champion duelists are to be trifled with, which is exactly why I was itching to face them. Apparently, the one I'm meeting today, Clorinde, is the strongest of the champion duelists. I had been asking her for some time.
Well, that's child for ya. Paimon feels like we heard that name somewhere before. Clorinde.
Oh, before I forget, I want you to have this.
Huh? Your vision?
I'm just worried that it could become uncontrollable again. I'd be pretty upset if it got in the way of my duel. So, I think Besides, I just need you to hold on to it for a short while.
Paimon knows what you're up to. You just want an excuse to come tap.
Whatever gave you that idea? I'll be in touch later.
That sneaky guy. He said he's been feeling down lately, but he seemed the same as ever to Paimon. Well, since we don't have much to do for now, we might as well walk around and see the... Wow! Who could have seen that coming? The reporter who was barely around for most of the story was the murderer all along! Sorry. Paimon was just surprised, that's all. Whew. Paimon never saw that twist coming. The whodunits here in Fontaine are a lot different than the light novels you see from Yai Publishing House. It's so exciting to reach the moment when the mystery is uncovered, especially in the one Paimon was just reading. You should buy a copy and read it too. Oh, sorry about that. Hey, shouldn't we be heading to the Opera House? Lenny said that the Opera House is on Aranias, so let's go